update. This is where we're bringing together all your individual ideas and your research that you've done and your questionnaire, and we're putting it together into a team project. So we really need to see some fantastic improvements and detail. The learning intention still says developing employability skills, because that's exactly what we're looking at. So we are looking at teamwork, and it's actually harder than you think because we need to look at doing this formally. So we need to know what teamwork is. So we're looking at how to divide up the work and how to make sure we've got the right tasks to the right people. We need to make sure you've got the right skills. So you talk to each other, you update each other, you support each other. And ultimately, it's making sure you work as a team and meet your deadline, which is presenting your idea. The jobs shown down here in the careers are specific to the IT industry. We've got games designer, malware analyst, and CG artist, computer graphics artist. 4 main tasks today. Number 1, competitors update. Number 2, unique update, and that doesn't mean it's a unique update. We're updating the uniqueness of your product idea. Number 3, your personal actions within the team. So that's keeping a record of what you are doing and what you are contributing. And number 4 is your actual presentation. And yes, you heard it right earlier. There are no guidelines and restrictions on this. Your presentation can take any form. Well, if you turn to page 16 of your booklet, we're looking at the competitors and uniqueness. So on the competitors, this is where we're going to update what you found out about who makes a similar product or idea to yours that you've been researching. So this is all about some of your secondary research, and the secondary research is the one that you did by looking stuff up on the internet. So you've got a table to fill in. You've got your competitor. We will need to fill in right next to that word who they are. Then you talk about the name of their product, what their product does, what you like about their product, and how you think their product is different from yours. And you've got 3 updates to do there. Now the second half of page 16 is the uniqueness. This is where you can draw and sketch out what your actual invention looks like. But the main thing is to actually label it so we know what part does what. That way, with the labeling, we don't have to worry about you being the next super duper supreme artist. So this is it. This is where your teamwork and your presentation plan is coming together. So person 1, write the name of them on the dotted line. Will do. And now you look, there's task 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're actually giving each other tasks. But it's not just the task. We're actually going to fill in the bottom bit, the because. We want to know that the tasks you've allocated to each other are matching the skills you think a person has and whether they've got any experience on that. So this bit is really, really crucial. And guess what? There's person 1, there's person 2, and there's person 3 in your booklet. This is it. This is now time to think exactly about your presentation. So here are 6 criteria that you need to make sure you cover in what you're going to present. First of all, a description of the idea, because obviously your listeners need to buy in. Your second, description of who's going to use the invention. We need to know who the target customers are. Number 3, description of your primary research. Those are your survey results. Number 4, description of the competitors or similar ideas to yours. Guess what? That's your secondary research results. And number 5, a description of what makes your idea unique, special, stand out, wonderful, the one and only. Number 6, the format of your presentation. What could it be? It could be PowerPoint, it could be there, well, basically, I'm not even going to start naming them. It could be any format you want. It's time to update your work plan at the front of your workbook. And let's just check those employability skills we've been talking about. You've got teamwork, then we're looking at your presentation, how you have adapted to who you're working with and the idea, which is hopefully building your confidence, and also as you approach the actual presentation, and if we're motivated enough to meet your deadline. That's motivation and time management. Well done, you've completed all this work list for lesson 8, and yes, you're nearly there, coming to the big final finale presentation. So you've done your competitors and unique selling point update, you've got through your personal actions for your team plan, and you have built your presentation, or very nearly.